Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station. I am your host, Smart 2. How you motherfuckers doing today? I'm glad to hear you having a fabulous day. If you having a horrible day, you need to get off your little high horse and your tantrum and fix it, bitch. Okay? And I don't mean to call you bitch. Personally, I just don't know your name. Okay, motherfucker? We taking callers. And the first caller is here in Indianapolis. Caller number 1, how you doing? I'm doing excellent. I think these motherfuckers is doing a wonderful job with this motherfucking show. These motherfuckers is going up the hell, boy. And they be slamming with the Smoke Room session. Okay, motherfucker, that's enough time for the shout-outs. This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station where we cut motherfuckers off on regular time, seasons, state, whatever it is, and keeping your ass on point. Next caller, caller number 2, how you doing? Motherfucker, if you don't give me my motherfucking money, it's gonna be some repercussions and handmakers. You understand me? I don't know who the fuck you is, but click. This is Bite the Nickel. Bike a nickel, nigga. I don't know if I should take the next caller, but I'ma let you know. This is Mark 2 with Dario the Barber, nigga. From Mainstream Cuts. Mainstream Cuts, motherfucker. He is a barber, not an industry rep, okay? He cool as a fan. You fuck with him, you fuck with me. You understand me, homie? Alright. Caller number 3, what you fucking with right now? Right now, man. I'm fucking with some good shit right here, man. It's called Loud. Really? Yeah, man, it's called Loud. I don't know where they get this shit from, but it's loud. Smell it everywhere. All right, man, keep puffing. Caller number 4 of Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station. You gonna get a lollipop for your ass, okay? Not literally, okay, just so you know. How you doing, caller number 4? That is so not right. I'm getting tired of motherfuckers disrespecting me and shit. Really? We'll quit bitching like a little egg and grow the fuck up. This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station with Dario the Barber. Keep it real. Keep it absent. You know what I'm saying? We out of the motherfucker. Fuck y'all. Alright. Peace out, homie. Keep it real. Peace. This is Bite the Nickel Podcast radio station here in the heart of Indianapolis, Indiana. We are at the famous Denny's on 82nd Street with your favorite co-host, Dario the Barber, a.k.a. Beer Buster D.
What it do? I'll cut you, nigga.
It's glad to have you back on the show, man. Because a lot of people been wondering where you at.
Shoot, paying these bills.
I feel you, man.
Sick, all kind of stuff. Fighting snakes out the lawn, shaking rugs, and just trying to make it, man, in this life, man. You know, we still making progress, though.
That's right.
And, you know, sometimes you have to take a step back and always be thankful for what you do have, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you're not thankful, then
No, I was just saying I'm really not hearing it in the headphones.
Oh, that's because it's connected to the laptop this time.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, you know, just like Dario, going through the sickness, going through paying bills, same, but we're still pushing through. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to push through the elements. And that's what a lot of times artists and just regular old people go through because, you know, if there's no struggle and there's no pain, there's no gain out of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't get nothing out of it if you ain't going through a struggle. You know what I'm saying? You don't learn your lessons without going through your struggle. And that's the title of tonight's segment, entitled Encouraging the Struggling Artist tonight. So if you're tuned in, hit the chat room. And before we actually start with our thoughts, we're going to go to the track Get Your Mind by Chosen from North Carolina. All right?
Hey, man, I was talking to my little homie the other day. He was telling me about everything, how he was in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Him and his people's getting his money. When I looked at him, all I could do was see me. But I just dropped my head and told him the same thing my big brother told me.
I see you out and out, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
Chasing nicks and dimes, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
You don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People's dying every night, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
I see you out and out, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
Chasing nicks and dimes, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
You don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People's dying every night, little homie, get your mind.
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 You don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People's dying every night, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
Last night, woke up to disturbing news. 2 teens shot down in a gunfight, man, I'm so confused. Really, dog, what's going on? Nah, tell me, what you trying to prove? Running around, wilding out, living like you got nothing to lose. Now everybody wanna be the boss. Pick the work up and go chop it off. Living life like you can't be. If you disrespect, then knock him off. Then you say it's a way of life, but your way of life, dog, you really lost. To run up in somebody's crib, if they don't give it up, we gon' kill them all. That's beside the fact, I done heard about you, ain't your daddy, dog. I'm just worried about you. I know that you know I know everything. Plus the street be talking, they don't word about you. Heard about how you had a play, homie set you up, run off with your pack, he gon' shoot it out. If you want it back, please tell me, dog, what kind of friend is that? Yeah. I see you out and out, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
Chasing nicks and dimes, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
You don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People's dying every night, little homie, get your mind.
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 Get your
You
mind.
don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People's dying every night, little homie, get your mind. Talking how they getting it, bagging it and flipping it. In the kitchen whipping it, just to get the difference. Jackie on the mound, by the way that they be pitching it. Bonds with the bat, trying to knock it out the fence again. Like they holding weight when they barely even benching it. Could say a couple names, but I wouldn't even mention them. Cause you wouldn't know them, even if I mention them. Trappers turn rats when they handed down them sentences. My ink is running out of pen again. Praying to the Lord, please Lord, don't let me sin again. Fisher of these men, and well, I'm just trying to reel them in and show them something that's realer than what they think real is to them. I see you out and out, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
Chasing nicks and dimes, little homie, get your mind.
Get your
You
mind.
don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People's dying every night, little homie, get your mind.
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 Get your
You
mind.
don't wanna lose your life, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind.
People dying every night, little homie, get your mind.
Get your mind. Aight.
And we are back. So, Dario,
What it do?
talk to the fans, man. Talk to the people because, you know, I've been doing a lot of talking in the last 5 to 6 shows. So, you know, you start this thing off. You know, the title of the subject is Encouraging the Struggling Artist. And we're not just talking about the artists, we're talking about the people, okay?
All right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say I apologize for my vacancy from the show. I just want to take a time out, you know, and let you guys know that I know you know, out there like I am, trying to make it every day. You know, whatever your hustle is, if you working or you know what I'm saying, going to school, you know, keep your head up. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, even if you don't see it. And it's true. You know, dreams do come true. one thing I have done for myself is, as I took a step back, realize who's my friends and who's my enemies. Things became a whole lot clearer for my priorities as far as what when I got sick. That was the day that really. Can you hear me? Am I loud enough? Yeah. When I got sick, one day my fiance took our son to school, and I was laying across the bed feeling really, really, really bad, like really bad, like it was one of them. It was like a flu bug that had you weak to the bones. You know what I'm saying?
And I just had me that way.
Really, yeah. And then I couldn't hardly see. You know what I'm saying? Like my eyes and stuff was messed up because the kids done gave me pink eye, so I had pink eye and the virus. So, but at any rate, I'm laying across the bed, man, and I just thought, being sick, and at my age, you start to think about how long am I gonna be here? You know what I'm saying? What am I doing with my time? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I could actually die. Like I even thought about. I know this might be shocking to some of y'all, but I really thought about what if my baby girl sitting over here in her playpen. Thank y'all. I got help. I got bag up. You hear them back there? That's right. That's my team. I love them to death.
That's right.
But I said, what if, that's a sad situation if my my fiance come back home and I'm laid over there dead, and our baby girl is in that crib right there. It just flashed across my mind. I'm not trying to wish that on myself. I'm not like that. Not thinking death like that. But I'm just thinking about reality though.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what could happen. And then it made me think, like, what am I doing with my time? What am I doing? Like, seriously. And it really made me take a step back. And one thing, I talked it over, with my partner. And I'm like, look, this is what my goal is. And that is to get this business and get my family and quit putting patches together. A lot of times, and I know it's hard, and I know I'm talking that talk right now, you know what I'm saying, but the walk is real, and I'm speaking on it because it's out there to do it, and I'm saying this because you could actually miss your blessing trying to patch things up. You putting band-aids on bullet wounds, like the song say, you know what I'm saying, and that's not really fixing the situation. It's only a temporary fix.
Correct.
Moving too quick. Moving where it might not even be too quick. It might just be the wrong thing to do at the moment. Instead of just go ahead and do it right. And a lot of times, man, all it comes down to is sometimes you just got to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And you try to get people involved in what you got going on, but ultimately, I think we talked about that on the phone the other day.
Yeah.
If it ain't what people buy into what you're doing as long as it benefits them. That's our society.
Right.
We might as well be. You watch Mexicans. I think I seen I shared it. I haven't been on Facebook either. I've switched phones, but I shared it. Remember that dude, baby, that broke out crying? That had the neighbors that moved in. It was a abandoned house. And yeah, real talk. He said that he saw the guy come in that evening. When he got off work that evening, the little Mexican guy came up to the house. He said, "What you gonna do?" He said, "We're gonna fix it, whatever." He said, "Okay." He's like, in his mind, good luck with that one, cause that's over. That's fried, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. He said they came up. He said he saw a few more trucks pull up. By the end of the night, they had the house done. That's outside of our society, bro. And that's not far away. That's Mexico. But you can imagine what a lot of people want to look down on people in third world countries. And if you really pay attention, like Africans, they always say it. Americans are lazy. You know what I'm saying? They're stupid. Because we don't appreciate what we got. We find a gripe with everything. Instead of saying, okay, it ain't the best thing. And I see something wrong with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and work with it till I get to where it'll be like I like it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes God gave you that wisdom to be like, hey, it might, I see something wrong here. Okay. But the problem is a lot of times we always want to take the wrong and make it wronger.
Right, instead of making the wrong into a right. You know what I'm saying? At least being honest from the get, or learning how to fix a situation before it get worse. You know what I'm saying? And we so in tune to, well, it ain't gonna work, so let's go to the next spot. Instead of just learning how to make it happen versus...
You might have to just rig up some stuff. I mean, it might be. You might have to put the duct tape on it. I don't know. But we don't want to do patchwork. But at the same time, I'm saying don't do patchwork, but then also I am saying be humble enough to know that you can make a bad situation good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Situation.
So I'm not trying to encourage doing a bunch of patchwork. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you kind of have to get the feeling to know. First, it starts with being humble. Like that thought I thought about being dead over the bed. That's a humbling thought.
Yeah.
You can be like messed up in a moment. We can all leave here and go home, boom, or accident. We might not never be able to do this show. But the time that I am giving to this show, the time that I am giving to my family, the time that I am giving to my job, I want to make it the best time possible. And if it takes me a minute to step back and reevaluate what I'm doing, or look at what I'm doing, maybe if somebody see me doing that, maybe they'll reevaluate what they're doing.
So, you know what? Even just piggybacking off that, like for my situation, us doing this show, me working, me having to find another career.
Yeah, I know you've been doing
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
Going through it too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to go back to Michigan to patch up my relationship with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Those things are the things that you got to learn how to reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you went through a rough patch doesn't mean that patch can't be fixed again.
Or go back to it at another. Maybe sometimes it's okay to set it aside and come back to it later.
You know what I'm saying? And
later might be years. It might be tomorrow. It might be years.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's been years for me.
But I'm glad me personally, I'm gonna say congratulations. I'm happy for you, and I will hope you safe trip, safe passage, and you know what I'm saying. I hope the best for you while you go see your wife, man. I hope everything comes out all right on that.
Last week I know she was kind of disappointed because I couldn't come. You know what I'm saying, and that kind of hurt me too because when you make promises to people. That this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and it don't happen. People have that tendency to look at, okay, well, he just promised, he ain't coming, this, that, and the other, or she promised and it didn't fall through. No, I mean, you got to learn how to follow through with your promises, not only with just follow through with them, but also communicate. And that's the part of the struggle that a lot of people don't really understand is the communication process. You know what I'm saying? How we say things, with your words, how you formulating your words to be able to, explain to a person your struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this on that. And we talked about this same topic before. The quickest way you can get respect is to fulfill your words.
Come on, Dad.
To keep your word. That's the biggest thing. If you say you gonna do something, do it. Because I'm telling you, I done been through it. I'm speaking from experience. People will lose respect quickly. You know what I'm saying? There's been times that I haven't done things for my family I'm supposed to have done. I know that there's certain things that they've lost respect for me on that particular point because I didn't follow through.
Right.
And I may have meant to, and I've tried to, but it just didn't happen. But I know, even I got a son in Tennessee right now. He's done lost a certain degree of respect, and likewise,
right.
my on my end. So that's a two-way street. Respect is
True.
right. So
True.
you know, it's funny you say that because you know we was talking about respect
You
the
know,
other day, man.
when it goes to the artist, you know, I just want to say for artists, because I am an artist and producers, y'all, I want y'all to understand that when you are out there with other people and you by yourself making tracks, don't always just cater to how you feel about the crowd. Because there's one thing about the crowd when you are presenting your tracks, especially if they're tracks about the struggle and stuff like that. People are going to respect you for who you are versus you just making a hype song. It's like lately I've been coming across a lot of people's music that talk about the struggle, you know, the reality of life. And that's important because now we've been so filtered with bullshit to the point that everybody's tired of it now. And they understand it. They're waking up, Dario. They're actually waking up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they been, yeah.
You see on Facebook, we get more Black History on Facebook, bro, than we ever have since Facebook ever been up.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And while people are waking up, this is my encouragement to artists, producers, and you know, people in general. It's time to wake up. We all struggling. We all see what's going on, but not that many people are willing to speak up or speak out against what the struggle has been for them. You know what I'm saying? And they scared to share that testimony, or they scared to share bits and pieces of history that really mean something to your people, to your nation, you know what I'm saying, to your family, to your family heritage. And that's important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While we as a nation here in America are struggling, you know, like you said, we are lazy people. But also that laziness comes through a certain wave of how the government controls us. Because we don't make choices no more. They make the choices for us. And we supposed to just go along with it.
Right.
But not everybody in the boat wants to go in the same direction.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That plays a part in the struggle. So, you know, we want to just encourage you tonight and let you know that it's time to wake up. You know, we want you to be woke. We want you to be alive. We want you to be well. We want you to be encouraged. And let God be your foreman. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by a foreman, be in front of you. Let God be in front of you. Because God got a way of showing you what to do, where to go, how to do it. The only thing you got to do is pay attention to the intuition of your heart. Your heart never deceives you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if you have a significant other, such as a wife, a baby mama, you know, a girlfriend, and she sees something that look fishy, suspicious, whatever, or she got some intuition on how you should do things, listen to them. I mean, it's not hard, you know, just to listen. Me and you was talking about this just the other day. You know what I'm saying? We just listen. You know, sometimes some of our biggest struggles, if we would have listened, they wouldn't have happened.
Close the mouth, open the ear. That's what God gave you.
Right.
One mouth and two ears. Just close your mouth sometime and listen.
I think they miss you cutting them, man. I think they miss you cutting them.
I mean, but it's crazy though, because you got characters that's really lit true life, thinking that they know what's right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nigga, all the time you right, and you know a thing too about everything. You ever be around somebody like that? Every
at work.
subject that pop up, nigga, you know it. You don't never hear the motherfucker say, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's sometimes I be like, shit, I don't know. You know, you ask me a question, I don't know.
Right.
You know, shit, sometimes my girl asks me something, I'll be like, I think that's a personal decision, or, you know, something you gonna have to know, you know, figure out. I don't know.
Right.
You know, you can't know everything about everything.
And that's an honest answer. You know what I'm saying? When you go honest with people and tell them, well, honestly, I don't know. I could give you my intake on it, but I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they look at you dumbfounded, like you're supposed to know.
Yeah, like
know
I'm
what I'm
Googling shit. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do your own research.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I'd rather be around a person who don't know shit than a person who knows every fucking thing. Unless they God. Unless it's God.
yeah,
But a person who knows everything, you know, every subject that comes up, you are authority on the subject, and you can't talk to a person like that because they just, you know, every little subject that come up, they know where to go, how to get there, the fastest route, how much time, how much gas it's gonna take, what's the speed. I mean, like, man, come on, man.
You know.
You driving me crazy, man, for real. That shit.
If you only got 2.5 gallons in your tank, you can get to the north side of Indy in about 15 minutes.
Right.
Okay, you just got to go 65 miles an hour. Don't go too fast. You know, make sure your tires is filled up.
you know, they always give you some type of synopsis of how to do certain things, and
Right.
it don't always be
And
that.
sometimes it's cool to be like, shit, I know the answer to this, but I'm going to sit back and wait to not on no hurtful thing. If you
Right.
don't hurt somebody with that, don't do that. You know, if you can help somebody and you see something bad. But sometimes some people just need to figure it out on their own. So it's cool to
Right.
be patient enough. I'm going to speak to artists on that note. You know, I think the title of the show should have been really Respect Tonight, because that's what that is. It's giving the person respect to let them learn. How about that one?
Yeah, most
You know,
definitely.
respect a person enough to let them learn. I'm learning that myself. That's a new concept that I've learned within this year. Is to say, you know what? I may know where you're headed and what you're doing and the outcome, but I'm gonna respect you enough to get out of your way and let you find out for yourself.
Right.
Cause who knows? You might show me. You might wiggle up out of the matrix and stuff and do it pops up out there. I don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
You got people, and I'm just saying this from my end. I got people that I'm connected with that get mad because I don't just roll with them and hurry up and roll with them. I want to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person I want to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I ain't moving to your pace or your beat or your drum, there's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? God gave me
Because
that.
I'm my own motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I do when I get ready to
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I have all my ducks in a row and it's time,
Then I'll step out there.
bingo. You don't
Analyze the situation.
you don't jump. You don't go to a swim class knowing you can only swim in the 5 foot range. And
Shit, unless
get
you got
into
an a-hole for a daddy, he just throw you in the pond. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just threw the boy in the water.
don't be
Flailing
dumb and try to
around.
dive in the 12 foot knowing you can't swim. You know, that's just me. I don't swim with sharks. You know, I'm a dolphin right now. When I decide that I want to go to a swordfish, then that's when it's time. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, we just want to encourage you in that tonight. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready to go to the break. We're going to get ready to play yours truly, They Diss a Nigga, all right? And we'll be right back.
Donnie Brasco, One Mic Beats, your boy Mar 2, Uncle Duke. Yeah, they diss a nigga. In the streets, they diss a nigga. In the home, they dissing nigga. On the jobs, they dissing nigga. Give a nigga 5 shots, they dissing nigga. They dissing nigga. Politics ain't shit. They dissing nigga. Publicity ain't shit. They dissing nigga. Government ain't shit. They dissing nigga. Got us rolling on our backs. Dissing nigga. Yeah. This be the truth. Up in the booth. Stop the beefing, niggas call a truce. They start hanging niggas by the noose. Acting like you the new Betty Boop. You a cheap rubber car, I'm a great original. Time to wash out the old vessel. Time is running out, watch the kid play. Fuck all the bullshit and the wordplay. Fuck your talent, what you got to say? You think I'll bitch up? Not here today. Alright, you'll learn today. What a long dick is here today. They dissing nigga. Yeah. They dissing nigga. In the streets. Yeah. They dissing nigga. In the home, they dissing nigga. On the jobs, they dissing nigga. Give a nigga 5 shots, they dissing nigga. Yeah. They dissing nigga. Politics ain't shit, they dissing nigga. Publicity ain't shit, they dissing nigga. Yeah. Government ain't shit, they dissing nigga. Got us rolling on our backs, they dissing nigga. Yeah. Giving kryptonite to those that want the juice. Tupac style, never giving truce. This is the heat for all the fakes. Even pump police, we call the Jakes. NWA, the new way. NWA, the new stage. Techniques that speak, push back matter. Fuck wordplay, speaking much better. I'm a new batter, fresh home runs. Let me steal a base, watch me run. The government throwing shots, watch me duck. All these niggas lies, now what the fuck? If you really wanna vote, make it count. Remember 2000 didn't really count. Cheated votes, choked out the nation. And now we just scared, coward nation. Don't wanna speak, just let it ride. We watch a black man just die. Cause they diss a nigga. In the homes they diss a nigga. In the streets they diss a nigga. Yeah, as the prophet of the new age, I hope the nation wakes up, turn the page. Listen to the politics nowadays. They still selling the American dream today. It's a false lie, a fake dream. They make it so real, a building dream. What are we to do? Never fight? Let the soldiers come in and take flight? Open up the borders for what, nigga? National security ain't shit, nigga. Quarter 12, 2016, what does it mean for this nation? The next 18 months is so critical. Please listen up, listen to the riddle. Either will there be hope for this nation, or we all die by the sword in this nation. Yeah, cause they beefing, nigga. Cause they dissing, nigga. Black or white, they dissing, nigga. Hungry or not, they dissing, nigga. Rich or poor, they dissing, nigga. Got us begging for change, they dissing, nigga. They dissing, nigga. Yeah, they dissing, nigga. All lives matter, they dissing, nigga. The senator speaks up, they dissing, nigga. The president speaks up, they dissing, nigga. Watch them rob all banks, they dissing, nigga.
While we've taken selfies here.
Yeah, we on the air.
We on the air.
I hold it down.
There we go.
I just want to say this though. When it comes down to it, we are still on this show trying to push it forward. I'm glad to have somebody who is with me in this walk that we doing with the show, you know, because I know Martu's a business-minded guy, and I'm a business-minded guy. We're trying to step off in there, and it takes a lot. I think on the record, I'll just off for the record, pushing yourself into being independent is very taxing. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different lifestyle. Because I think the whole way this society is set up is so that you still have to mule it out for the next man. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of this on the respect note is respecting yourself enough to say I'm worth more. You know what I'm saying? Than what the next man's gonna put on me. You know, like your worth to you, what you feel like that, you know, you worth, what you can bring to the table. Because you can let somebody else dictate that to you. But in the end, in all reality, man, your worth is up to you. You know, what you putting out there. So, you know what I mean? Just, you know, as a whole, we're going to keep pushing this show. You know what I'm saying? It took me a little minute, you know, a little setback, and I'm glad to be back on the show. That's basically what I'm saying. And hopefully we can get this on down the road and some great things happen. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we host like I told Martu before, you know, hopefully we can get to host a battle or do some kind of event, you know, and do what we do.
You know that's going to eventually happen. We just, you know, I know once I leave out of town and come back, I'm gonna have a newfound focus. You know, I've been in Indianapolis for a very long time. You know, I've been out of town a few times out of the years, but I mean, this one's gonna be different, totally different. So, you know, when I come back, gonna be on a different focus. You know what I'm saying? Get my mind to the point where this show could go through some leaps and go through some bounds, because you can't be sitting on a gold mine and not retain the gold.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the lessons are gold. Even if you know, everything ain't about being rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what we really are saying is we just want a better way of life. When it comes down to it, it's just taking the cards that were dealt to you and, you know what I'm saying, making the most out of them.
Right.
That's a better me than I was yesterday and 5 years ago. I know I am.
Right.
You know how I know I am? Because I'm sitting over here doing a podcast with my best friend and another friend, best friend, my fiance, and our kids. And you, Martu, going back home to your wife.
Right.
You know, I know the story. You know, I'm not trying to throw everything out there. It's not for everybody, but I'm just saying, you know, it ain't been all peaches and cream.
Right.
Your cards wasn't all aces.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
if I did, I would have had to have a good poker face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We'd already be, you know, on TV doing some other stuff or whatever. We doing a humble little podcast show. This is reality. What's going on? I'm a humble little barber working in a little bitty barbershop, you know, in Greenwood, dreaming of owning my own little humble business.
Right.
And I'm not here to bother nobody. I'm not here to kick nobody's door in. I'm not here to sell nobody no dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not interested in doing nobody's dope.
You
whatever
know.
form it may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't even drink. I tried drinking the other night. I drink sometime, occasionally a little bit of something, but it's nothing because I know my values have changed.
They got to.
I don't feel like it's all helpless or it's all worthless. Find your dream. That's what this is about.
Right.
Becoming a better person, better you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what this is about. And if this show has helped us, amen. So be it. And it has helped. You know what I mean? I know myself personally, it has helped me. Because I get a chance to share these things that I want to get off my chest with you guys. Thank y'all for listening. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me out on the show. But yeah, I'm rich now, really. Just because somebody else dictated I can't have it, you know, on a material note. But spiritually, you know, I'm rich.
Right.
You know, all I got to do is ask God, you know, for direction, and He's gonna show it, like you said.
Right. And the funny thing about that is, material things don't even make you rich. Not even the money don't even make you rich. You know what I'm saying? Some people may beg to differ. People out there getting $50,000, $100,000, this, that, and the other. Let me tell you something. If it was meant for every person, you'll be able to get it. If it was meant for you, it's meant for you.
Well, here, let me say this though, real quick to cut that. We were given all the riches of the world from the beginning of days.
Right.
So
that is right.
All we doing is trying to recuperate what was taken from us, or what we actually, our fathers, you know, our father and our mother gave away.
Ooh. You know you going into another
another
section,
yeah,
right?
We just like, I ain't trying to take it all the way there, but I'm just saying that you already blessed though.
Right.
You God intended this for you. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. You know,
right.
God already. It's a shame that we got to spend our whole little lives, what little life we have. We don't even guarantee 60, 70 years. Then boom, we out of here, and we got to go back and try to recoup what God already gave us in day one, from day one. You know what I'm saying? What a curse that is, right?
Man. You know, and people are finally waking up to realize that we're rich.
Know your worth.
Know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Each and every day that you wake up, you rich. You know, every time you take a breath, you're rich. But when we come down to the material, and I can't say material things ain't meant for us. I just can't say that, because you got to be able to show what God has showed you what you worth.
Man, yeah. That's why we fight so hard. That's why we work. We know we need things. God knew we needed things when He put us on earth, man.
Right.
Keep it real. If He just wanted us to be bums, you know what I'm saying, He wouldn't have gave us the task of naming animals and taking care of the earth, which we have failed miserably in. But you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is where we at. You know what I mean? Like, we already were given what we have. It's just you getting charged for it. You getting double charged. You getting taxed. You getting taxed for your own shit.
It's called capitalism.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's a shame. And I just want to let y'all know, you know, for real, that's what we up against. So, you know, if we fighting, and it's gonna fight. We gonna be all the way out. It is what it is. That's life. And then we die.
Right.
You know? So, somewhere along the line, you got to sit back and treasure the things that you do have. Yeah. And sometimes you need to treasure yourself.
Man. That's important.
For real. You got to love yourself. For real. You got to take the time out and say, hey, this is too much for me right now. Like what you was saying. Hey, I ain't ready for all that. I can't swim yet.
Right.
That's treasuring yourself. To know, hey, I can't handle all that.
Knowing my value. My value is worth more than what you can give me. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not able to understand that, then maybe you need to sit back in your own corner while you probably making a G, while you making 20,000, while you making $1 million, while you getting good deals. Sometimes people that are doing things got to sit back and say, okay, there's an order about doing this. You can't rush into, and I'm saying this for artists, you can't just rush into fame without knowing business.
Man, we just went through that episode this summer.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to perform on the stage? Okay, let me go give them some money so I can.
You got
that does not. I'm gonna say that just since we on artists and performers, do not be out there performing for a fee. That you are working. That is your craft, right? That's
right.
What, you know, I'm a barber.
And if you are working for a fee, make sure your fee can double a return.
There you go.
Let me also put
it's
that
an
out
investment.
there.
Make sure your investment is a return to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because no one that says that they are an investor is not looking for a return back. Not one investor has ever told me that, or Dario, or anybody in the system. If you're an investor, you are looking for a return. Period. All right.
Damn right.
But
And
also,
if you invest in your time,
right?
you
Because
invest in your-
I do
right
believe that in some essence that you got to pay in order to do certain things. But some things, when it comes, especially for artists, when it comes down to it,
That's your craft.
that's
man.
your craft.
If you're going to do it for free.
Don't let nobody pimp you to make money off you. You know what I'm saying? So that person can get richer and quicker than you.
I'm gonna say this right here. There's nothing wrong with doing it for free.
Nah.
Okay? If that's what makes you happy, do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it makes you happy to pay, and if that's what you want to go through, do it. At least be wise about it and know what you're doing.